Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And here's Bosch for three.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Wade. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Wade's got 5.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Dragic against Rose. The kick out to Bosch. Fades away. Not gonna go as it bounces high off the rim. At the end of... Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Rose gets a wide open look. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Whiteside kicks to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a missed layup. The Bulls leading by 3. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. That's short off the rim. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Bosch. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Can they get it? And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. The baseline J. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Bosch has got his second bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Deng kicks to Wade. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago leading by 7. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Left side Bosch. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Bosch has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's Chicago leading by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Check out the game for Dunleavy. He has 9 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Dragic in the 1. Here is Whiteside. On the wing, Dang. Misses off the left eye.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season. Led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off. Reversed that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Bosch passes to Deng. Over to the wing. Here's Dragic. Can't get it to go. Nice tee from Rose.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Chicago trailing here. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
The Heat have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Dang for 3. Wade with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Wade's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Dunleavy dishes to Butler. And the pass to Dunleavy. Off target from three-point range. And here we go. Dang, that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
With 1 on the clock. We're at the got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Miami leading by 3. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in a small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Clock at 6. Wade for 3.
Here with the lead, they'd really like to finish this team off. But they just haven't knocked down the three-pointers at the same percentage that they did in the first half here in the second. So we'll see what happens going forward. Come on, fella. Power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that.
And not when he's coming in with that kind of force.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yes, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Another miss by Wade. Chicago has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. And here's Rose outside. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 2. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Dunleavy. Gibson passes to Butler. Good on the triple. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Dragic gets the bucket.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Kicks to Dunleavy. He dishes it to Gibson. And he slams it down right on top of the Son Whiteside.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Dragic nails it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Gibson a screen. Rose against Dragic. And it's Rose penetrating. But they get it back. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. It falls.
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
It's stolen by Dunleavy. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Another shot, and so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And here are the East All-Stars now. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Anthony out there with LeBron James. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wade in at the two-guard spot. Curry with it. Lowry picks him up. For three, Kobe. Rebound, Andre Drummond. From deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Curry kicks to Durant. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now, here's Lowry. And here's Anthony for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
A three ball. Curry's shot is off. Now the East All-Stars with it. James, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The drive by Lowry. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another miss by Curry. Deflects the pass. Curry with the steal. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Drummond. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the dunk by James.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
Now here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Elbow shot. No good off the front iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. East All-Stars lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the East All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Drummond in at the foul. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and... watching.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Outside Westbrook. There's the pass to Curry. Outside Durant. Puts up a three. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Outside Anthony. No good on the triple. And here's the fast break. Curry, good.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
The drive by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. 1:27 left to play in the first half. He was all alone on that one. James has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Offensive rebound. Right side Lowry. Now the dish to LeBron. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touch by Leonard. Here's Lowry. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. James outside. Anthony left side. He feeds it to Drummond. 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And that one hits back iron.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Curry kicks to Leonard. Curry dishes to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. There's the three. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter. Anthony. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the West All-Stars leading by a point. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Have to like what we're seeing. From Carmelo Anthony.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I'd bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. We'll have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Just a quality performance, and, you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
Draymond Green is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Curry in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. Dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Lowry. For the lead. Green with the block. Harden with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And James Harden, good for three. Harden's got the first field goal of the second half for the West All-Stars. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the East with some changes. Paul George comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And John Wall subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Curry passes to Harden. And Cousins kicks to Harden. Outside, Green. And Curry, here we go. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's George. Battles through traffic and lays it in. George has got his first bucket in this one.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Green's got the lead back up to 4 now for the West All-Stars. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. George dishes to LeBron. From past the arc. George, no good.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's LeBron. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. LeBron's got 6 points. Harden has a wide open look. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The shot by George, wide open. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. West All-Stars lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. On the floor for the East All-Stars, starting the fourth. They've got LeBron James. Paul George is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Wall. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. Here's Drummond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. And 2 shots coming up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Catching up on changes for the West. Aldridge comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Kobe is subbed in for James Harden.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
It's deflected. It's Durant with the drive. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go either for Bryant. Outside, George. Wade passes to George. And stolen by Aldridge. There's Curry. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Fires from deep. But they recover it. And Bryant kicks to Durant. He dishes it to Curry. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by Drummond. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bryant. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Outside for Curry. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 9 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, what a smart pass.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's the fast break to
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the West All-Stars.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Wall dishes to LeBron. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And Curry, here we go. Lets it go with the 3. That is good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in the center.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us. And so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Here's Curry, following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Green. There's the three. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
To the inside. Thompson.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Curry can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
His three-pointer's off the mark. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it's just... night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Thompson again missing. It's LeBron with the drive. Thompson dishes to Smith. Left side, Love. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Irving passes to LeBron. It's a tough. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in the 1 spot. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player, sure, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Irving drives in. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland. And Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And that one's good. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Irving. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Just 2 to shoot. There's the bucket. Good.
J.R. Smith, boy, he's mercurial, but he is something to behold when he's knocking down shots like that.
Curry kicks to Green. Curry gets the bucket.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Outside Irving. Launches it.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bogut dishes to Curry. Good D by Irving.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
From deep three-point range. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 10 points and a block.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. LeBron drives in. Irving kicks to Smith. To the middle. Thompson passes to Love. Off target from the wing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Now here's Curry after LeBron James's miss. Green dishes to Bogut. Pass to Curry. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Irving drives in. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Thompson. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. LeBron outside. Love at the elbow. The drive by LeBron. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And we want. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 4. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in a small forward. Smith drives in, and Thompson sends it back. Here's Curry. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Curry's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. LeBron against Thompson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 14 points for LeBron.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
The shot by Curry, no good. James gets to Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw. Good game for Irving. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Back to Curry. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
It's LeBron with the drive. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the 4th quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Thompson. 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Green passes to Curry. Back to Green. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Curry makes it off the glass. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Love dishes to Irving. Passes to James. Stolen by Thompson. Green kicks to Thompson. There's the pass to Bogut. And stolen by LeBron. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
The free throw off from J.R. Smith.
Major missed opportunity. That should have been game over, guys.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to one. And so Thompson nails both of them.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Thompson again. James. Shoots. Oh, missed it. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Cavaliers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. The shot's good from Irving.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to one on the bucket from Bogut.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Now, here is Irving. Dishes it to Thompson. Love wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Here's Barnes. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Curry passes to Green. And stolen by Love.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd. How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. Irving double team. James gets to Smith. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Curry with another miss. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of